Get ready for an exciting rematch as Daniel Dubois prepares to face Oleksandr Usyk again in a fight that could change everything. After a stunning knockout win over Anthony Joshua, Dubois is eager to make up for his controversial loss to Usyk last August. Emotions are running high, and Dubois trainer, Don Charles, has made headlines by calling Usyk a fake, liar, and cheat. This isn't just a fight, it's a chance for Dubois to prove himself and regain respect in the heavyweight division. Can Dubois show he's the real deal, or will Usyk once again prove why he's the top heavyweight champion? Don't miss this thrilling showdown that promises excitement both in and out of the ring. Daniel Dubois is feeling great after his impressive knockout victory over Anthony Joshua, a win that has boosted his confidence and put him back in the spotlight. At just 27 years old, Dubois is eager to capitalize on this momentum as he looks to avenge his previous defeat against Oleksandr Usyk. Last August, Dubois faced Usyk in Poland and was stopped in the 9th round, a loss that still stings for him. Usyk, who currently holds all the major heavyweight titles, is considered one of the best in the sport, making this matchup particularly significant for Dubois. The desire to right the wrong of that past defeat drives Dubois, as he aims to prove himself against one of boxing's elite. The stakes are high for him, and he believes that a rematch could be his chance to show the world his true potential and strength as a fighter. In a recent interview on TalkSport, Dubois trainer, Don Charles, voiced his frustrations and challenged Usyk to a rematch with a fiery passion. Charles is known for being emotional and outspoken, and this time he did not hold back. He referred to Usyk as a fake, liar, and cheat, expressing his strong belief that Usyk's reputation doesn't match his actions in the ring. Charles feels particularly aggrieved over a moment from their last fight when Dubois scored what he believes was a legitimate body shot, knocking Usyk down in the 5th round. Instead of recognizing it as a valid knockdown, the referee ruled it a low blow, giving Usyk 5 minutes to recover. This decision continues to upset Charles, as he insists that Dubois was unfairly penalized and that the referee's call impacted the outcome of the fight. Charles remains adamant that Usyk's ability to recover after the supposed low blow should not have been an excuse for the fight to continue without a proper count. In his passionate speech, he stated, "Mr. Usyk is fake. He's an exceptional boxer, but he's a liar and a cheat. He claims to be a God-fearing man, but cheating goes against one of the 10 commandments." By bringing religion into the discussion, Charles is emphasizing his belief that Usyk's actions during that fight were not just unfair but morally wrong. He challenges Usyk's integrity by questioning whether he truly practices what he preaches, suggesting that his behavior in the ring contradicts his claims of being a righteous person. Charles also expressed his conviction that, after being hit to the body, Usyk was clearly hurt, and there was no reason for Dubois to be facing disqualification. He asserted, "I know what I saw live. I didn't need any replays," which highlights his confidence in his assessment of the fight. This strong opinion adds to the ongoing debate about the legality of that punch, as boxing fans continue to discuss whether it was indeed a low blow or a legitimate shot. Many supporters of Dubois agree with Charles that the punch was legal, while a significant number of fans argue otherwise, believing that it was a low blow. The replays and angles of the footage do not provide a definitive answer, which keeps the discussion alive. Despite the differing opinions, Charles remains firm in his stance, having been there to witness the fight firsthand, and it seems nothing will change his mind on this matter. However, some observers question whether Charles is going too far by labeling Usyk as a fake, liar, and cheat. While it's understandable that emotions run high in the world of boxing, especially when stakes are involved, making such strong accusations can overshadow the sportsmanship that is often expected from fighters and their teams. Despite the heated words exchanged, the interest in a potential rematch between Usyk and Dubois remains strong. Aside from Tyson Fury's upcoming rematch, many believe that a second fight with Dubois could be one of the most intriguing matchups for Usyk, as both fighters have something to prove. The question on everyone's mind is whether Usyk will be willing to accept this challenge and step into the ring with Dubois again, setting the stage for a dramatic and potentially career-defining showdown. As the boxing world buzzes with speculation about a potential rematch, the pressure is mounting on both fighters. For Daniel Dubois, this fight represents a critical juncture in his career. A victory over Usyk would not only avenge his previous loss, but also establish him as a serious contender in the heavyweight division. Dubois is aware that a win could pave the way for even bigger fights in the future, possibly against other high-profile boxers. The heavyweight landscape is always shifting, and Dubois understands that seizing this opportunity is essential for his growth and legacy in the sport. He is likely training harder than ever, knowing that he needs to be in peak condition to take on Usyk's unique style and skills. On the other hand, Oleksandr Usyk is not only looking to defend his titles but also to silence any critics who doubt his abilities after the controversial last fight. Usyk has built a reputation as a masterful boxer, renowned for his speed, technique, and tactical prowess in the ring. However, with the recent criticisms from Charles and others, he faces the challenge of proving that he can rise above the noise and perform at his best under pressure. A decisive victory over Dubois would solidify his position as the top heavyweight champion and reinforce his status as one of the best boxers in the world. Usyk's camp is likely focused on preparing him mentally and physically to ensure that he enters the ring ready to deliver a strong performance that leaves no room for doubt about his legitimacy as a champion. The potential for this rematch has sparked significant interest among fans and analysts alike, who are eager to see how the two fighters will adjust their strategies based on their previous encounter. Many are curious about how Dubois will approach the fight, especially considering the emotional weight of avenging his earlier loss. Will he adopt a more aggressive style, or will he stick to a cautious, calculated approach that worked for him against Joshua? Conversely, Usyk will need to anticipate Dubois' tactics and find ways to exploit any weaknesses while avoiding any mistakes that could lead to another controversial outcome. The build-up to this rematch is likely to generate a lot of buzz in the boxing community, as both fighters have much to gain and prove, making it one of the most anticipated events in recent boxing history. As the fight date approaches, anticipation continues to build, and fans are eager to see how this rematch unfolds. Both Daniel Dubois and Oleksandr Usyk have compelling narratives driving them. Dubois seeks redemption and a chance to reclaim his reputation, while Usyk aims to reaffirm his dominance in the heavyweight division. With emotions running high and both fighters well aware of what's at stake, the atmosphere leading up to the bout promises to be electric. The boxing world will be watching closely, eager to witness not just the physical battle inside the ring, but also the psychological warfare that often accompany such high-stakes matchups. Regardless of the outcome, this rematch has the potential to be a defining moment for both fighters and will undoubtedly leave a lasting impact on the heavyweight landscape. For Dubois, a victory could launch him into the upper echelons of boxing stardom, while for Usyk, it would reinforce his status as a champion and potentially set him up for even more lucrative and high-profile fights in the future. As fans gear up for what promises to be an unforgettable night of boxing, the question remains, who will emerge victorious in this clash of titans, and how will it shape their respective legacies in the sport? Only time will tell, but one thing is for sure: the eyes of the boxing world will be firmly fixed on the ring when these two fighters meet once again.